Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of, no, this is for, just kidding, March of 2024. We're going to jump right in here, Libra, and see what is going on for you. You have this vulture spirit. It says nothing is wasted. You have this electric eel spirit. It says bring your ideas to life. Yeah, the vulture kind of represents conservation of energy. So, represents not wasting your energy like it says. If you are, if you see vultures flying around in the sky, they kind of soar around until they see an opportunity and then they start flapping their wings. So it kind of represents saving your energy so that when an opportunity does present itself, which it looks like there's a big opportunity here, and you have the Ace of Wands, which would be a very exciting new adventure, with the Ace of Pentacles, some sort of opportunity that is an exciting adventure, I should say, then when it shows up, you are prepared. You can, you have the energy to take advantage of it. So kind of looks like you have maybe a choice to take or, choice or decision to make at this time. I feel that it has to do with like you bringing some sort of dream into reality. That lizard spirit there kind of represents, which I'll show you in a minute, but it represents your dream world or kind of stepping into the dream world, but more in the sense that you have a dream, you have something that you want to manifest or create in your life, and now it's time to create it, whatever it is. So I feel you're just taking action, on something that you want to create in your life or something that you want to have. And so, that's kind of the gist of the reading here. You have this electric eel spirit, which I love. And this card also says, bring your ideas to life. You clearly have some sort of idea that needs to be brought to life. The Ace of Wands is my card of the spark of inspiration, like a spark of hope, a spark of inspiration. With the Ace of Wands, I always say that, it is just that spark of life, that one thing we need to take action, or that one thing that kind of inspires us to action. And I feel like that's what's going on here with that Ace of Wands, is that you are being inspired to take action, or you are taking inspired action. You also have the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a big opportunity that's being presented to you here. It looks like something that you've earned, because you go Ace of Pentacles down to the Hermit to the Nine of Wands. The Hermit kind of represents having been through some sort of dark night of the soul, or having been through a difficulty or a challenge in your life, having overcome that challenge, and now it's almost like you have, I don't want to say like you've gained the right to, to this opportunity, but it's almost like you've earned it because you've been through, done the soul searching. The Hermit represents doing soul searching, going through a dark night of the soul. You have the Page of Wands here, which is, kind of about going on some sort of adventure. You have this Fork in the Road card, the Eight of Cups. So there could be, and also I would say the Magician as well. The Magician itself can represent needing to have a new beginning. And it looks to me like you could be manifesting a new beginning into your life here. You have this card that says, prepare to be busy juggling many roles or projects. And this is coming up in the area of the good stuff at the end here. So, the Magician can wear many hats, and, it's popping into my head with this Page of Wands that part of your adventure right now, the adventure of life or whatever you're doing, is to wear many hats, or, it kind of says like you have a lot going on. Like everybody else, you are building a Ten of Pentacles. Literally, a million people have had the Ten of Pentacles during these monthly readings. So it seems to me like people are very focused on building and leaving a legacy. Again, I think that this is probably due to all the energy that's in Taurus. We have Uranus in Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus, and, even though Jupiter is going to leave Taurus this year, it doesn't really matter. Even when a planet leaves a sign, we are still working with with the energy. So just because, Jupiter is leaving Taurus doesn't mean we're done working with what we have learned. And, I feel that in a lot of ways, we are all being asked to build something permanent in our life, whatever that means for you. It could be anything. It could be a business, could be an idea, could be going to school, could be whatever. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a knight in shining armor. Definitely could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you. I don't really see this as a love reading, but it is here. I always say that love is available to us whenever we want it. You have the Ten of Pentacles. I consider the Ten of Pentacles to be the best love card in the deck. It really kind of represents everything you want and desire in a connection or in a relationship. So really, really nice. You have the Four of Swords with the Page of Wands. I get this feeling that you're going from a period of no activity just to a period of activity, Libra. So if you feel like you haven't been doing much, or if you haven't been taking action on much, it just seems to me like you are now. You're just going. I feel like you're just going from a period where you feel like you haven't been doing much to a period where you're doing more in your life. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. I really feel this is you. I feel like you always get the Queen of Wands with me, and the Queen of Wands, yes, it does represent fire. Yes, I understand that. I've been reading tarot for well over 10 years now, and professionally, not even just before that. But yes, I totally understand this is a fire sign, but I feel this is the energy that you are embracing. She needs to be very bold and assertive. She is my card of kind of marching to the beat of your own drum. She is the only Wands court card that does not have salamanders on her cloak. The salamanders in the tarot kind of represent protection from fire. So the whole point of the Queen of Wands is that she is not necessarily protected from risk like the other fire sign cards are, the other fire court cards. And so she kind of has to do things without knowing whether it's going to work out or not. And she also has this black cat right here. Black cat, during the times of tarot, was considered very unlucky. So the whole point of the black cat is that she doesn't really care what people think. She just likes her black cat. So it seems to me like you are about to go on an adventure. You have this crossroads card here. I feel like this adventure kind of has to do with your dream or your dream life, but you're definitely like trying to make the decision. I feel that it's very interesting as well that you have this wolf card. You have the wolf and the lizard. The wolf is about fierce independence. So, doing things because you want to do them and sticking up for yourself, right? And I feel that would be a really good thing for you to do. The lizard kind of represents the dream world, bringing part of your dream down to earth, whatever your dream is. This literally could be a dream as well. You could literally be having dreams about things that you want to manifest or, experiences that you want to create here on earth. And I feel that the lizard spirit is about kind of like bringing that dream down to earth. I think in the book for this deck, she says that the lizard walks between the two worlds, like the dream world and the real world. And so I feel you really have the power at this time to manifest, whatever it is that you are dreaming about in your life. You have the Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and the Tower. The Ace of Wands is about a passionate new beginning. I feel for a lot of you, you are being inspired to step off onto a new path at this time because you have that fork in the road card. Fork in the road, I feel like this fork in the road is you looking at your life and maybe realizing that what you've been doing up until this point hasn't been as amazing as you wanted it to be. And it just seems to me like you're seeing a new direction, or, you're seeing new opportunities that are much more exciting. New things that really stand out to you, and I feel you're looking to move in new directions. You have the Hermit, so again, you've earned it. You've earned the right for something. I keep getting that, and for some reason, I don't like that either. Like I'm saying that in my head, and I don't like it. So I don't know. Maybe you don't like it or something, or maybe it's been a pain for you to earn the right to do something. But I feel like you've earned the right to be at the top of this mountain, just like he has, the Hermit. And I also feel that you could be coming out of hermit mode. So if you've been stuck in hermit mode, it seems to me like you are stepping out of hermit mode. You have the Tower. The Tower, of course, is about being reduced down to a foundation. A lot of people have had the Tower this month. The Tower's just going to come up like crazy. As I always say, I think that there are going to be plenty of global Tower moments. But the Tower really is about reality. These people have been ignoring reality. Now they're being brought back down to reality. And basically they're being brought back down to a foundation so that they can see reality for what it really is. So, not necessarily a bad thing. I actually kind of feel this is good for you. This could be a Tower moment in work going up to the Three of Pentacles here. I feel for some of you, this could be either a blessing, as in maybe you find out that like your company is going under or something, but maybe you've been hoping to quit anyway. But I'm also getting that for some of you, this could be like a boss getting fired or something, and then you get their job. So, again, I don't think this is a bad thing. With the Ace of Wands in the World, by the way, the Tower can also just represent a move. And with the World, you could just be moving. So, if you're moving, then I would say that the Tower moment is just more of a reinvention, or I don't even know if you would call that a reinvention, just a change in your life, and that's what's going on here. The reason, by the way, that I say the work thing is that, to me, the tower can represent a sudden upheaval, a sudden a change in authority or something like that. And that's what's popping into my head for you here, Libra, is that there is some sort of sudden change in authority going on in your life. It could be, maybe the president of your homeowners association is getting arrested or for something or something like that. I don't know. I have crazy things popping into my head here, Libra, but you could notice that some sort of authority in your life, like a boss or a mentor or something, is getting fired or released or something. Again, the other thing is, like I said, I feel like this benefits you in some way, so it's probably not a bad thing. With the Hermit, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands says, what are you waiting for? Again, I do feel this is like an opportunity that you're going to want to take advantage of very quickly. Three of Wands says, like, do not hesitate, grab onto something quickly here. So if this is something like a work situation or a boss getting fired or, something like that, the Three of Wands kind of says, like, don't delay on this opportunity. This could be like an opportunity that only comes every once in a while. So I would jump on it, especially if this is, a boss getting fired or something like that. It's funny that I said a blessing in disguise as well. Tower, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords represents something that's dead, done, over with. And he's making the symbol right there with his hands that kind of represents a blessing. So that symbol that he's making with his hands actually represents a blessing in disguise. And so there could be some sort of blessing coming in for you, or you could be receiving a blessing after going through some sort of difficulty or challenge. So we're going to have to see where this goes as well. You're definitely like up in the area of what's coming towards you. You have this fork in the road card. What I was going to say is that you're definitely up for a decision that you have to make. You have this clean it up card as well. So the clean it up card kind of represents cleaning up the vibration of something that either you're working on or something that you're creating in your life. And the fork in the road, again, kind of says you have a decision to make. I feel the decision has already been made here, Libra, because you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups would be walking away from something that no longer serves you and walking towards the Nine of Cups. So I feel that you could have experienced a tower moment, or again, you could some sort of job loss or boss being fired or something like that, whatever your story is. And the Eight of Cups is you choosing to move in a new direction. For some of you, I feel that this could be a situation that was too messy, or, for some of you, it's kind of weird because it's almost like this tower moment like doesn't directly affect you, but it does at the same time. And what I mean by that is this could be something that happened at work as well, and maybe it was a really messy situation. And I kind of like weird stories popping to my head. Like maybe you're totally allowed to keep your job, right? But you saw your boss get fired. But maybe like the way that it happened was messy, and because of that, you're choosing to walk away and you're choosing to go find something else, right? Because of like how something happened. So I don't know, that might make sense to like one of you. That might only be for one of you, but I feel for some of you, it's like you saw a messy situation and you're looking at it as a reflection on the person, or on the, if this was a job, for example, maybe you are now seeing the corporation or the company in a different light because of how they did things. And it could be like almost like a warning sign or something for the future. And I feel like you are correct to, move on to something else. Again, that might only make sense to like one of you, but there you go. You have this Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. I believe we're in a time of teamwork, so anything you can do to work together with other people is going to be extra beneficial for you. So again, I think that teaming up with other people, working together with other people, in work or business or anything else you do is just going to be extra beneficial with the Three of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands says don't give up. So I definitely feel it is time for you to, kind of keep working towards something. And this could be, again, part of your dream. This reading's like, there is a messiness to it, right? Maybe there's a messy situation in your life that is distracting you from a dream. And this keeps popping into my head. I myself am trying not to get distracted right now. So what I would say here is it's almost like you have, you could be focusing on bringing a dream to life. Electric Eel to the lizard is literally saying, bring your ideas to life. The lizard is all about, bringing a dream to life. But again, there could also at the same time be a messy situation that you're dealing with, or that's going on around you. And what I would say is, I think this reading has to do with focus, clearly, and it's like saying, you should be focusing on bringing your dream to life. I think I kind of said something very similar in the last reading that I did for you. And, again, like I said, I would just, build something new in your life. Nine of Wands is my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So if you are trying to build something new, then I would say maybe it's going to require some experimentation. But it's almost like, like you need to focus, right? And I'm not calling you out. I totally get it. But, with the Eight of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about planting seeds in a new direction. So Six of Pentacles says if you don't know what to do, try a couple of little things, right? And like, let's say you're trying to build a business, try a few things, whatever works, double down on it, whatever doesn't work, get rid of it. If you're trying to find love, if, go on a couple dates, whoever's working for you, keep dating. If someone isn't working for you, get rid of them, right? Plain and simple. So, I would make sure you're investing in the right things. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Empress. Yep, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter what gender you are either. I feel like you're kind of like getting into this leadership position, or there's something about taking the lead in your life. Wolf, even the World is about being on top of the world. The Hermit, standing at the top of the mountain. Three of Wands is about taking the lead. Queen of Wands needs to take the lead in her life. Just putting it all together, right? And you have the Empress. The Empress is kind of a leader. She kind of takes the lead, and she creates abundance, and she manifests what she wants. And from here, you go down to the Magician. So very interesting, Libra. Probably one of the more confusing, more interesting readings that I've done for you in a while. But it seems to me like you are attracting a lot of abundance, but like needing to avoid the distractions, right? With the Nine of Wands, you have the Justice card, you showing up in a very strong position. Whenever you show up as yourself, puts you in a position of power and strength, allows you to get what you want from the reading, so really nice. Next, you have this, sorry, I didn't actually want to do that. You have this Juggling card that says, prepare to be busy juggling many roles. That could also be adding to the confusion as well. So if you're doing a lot, maybe that's causing confusion. Try to maintain balance, justice, between work and personal life. You have this Helper card that says, think before you offer help, set healthy boundaries. Yes, I think that's it. I think that you need to also be careful of, offering help, and maybe it's time for you to set certain boundaries in your life. I'm wondering if there's something going on with boundaries as well, because like even just like recently, I've had like a bunch of people crossing my boundaries, like in my personal life, not to share my personal details with you or anything, but again, I've just something I've noticed, and I've really been having to like put my foot down with people and things like that. So, again, it might just be a good time to do that. I do think, one thing I will say is that I do think the universe is encouraging people to be more bold and assertive right now. And so whenever the universe wants us to do something, what happens? We get tested, right? Like the universe is like, oh, are you serious? Like, do you really want to take the lead in your life? Okay, then are you going to stand up for yourself? Are you going to put up these boundaries? So just know that if you're getting tested, it's probably just a test from the universe, or, the universe is saying like, oh, are you actually going to stick up for your boundaries or what, right? And so I feel it would be a good time to practice boundary setting. It is coming up in the good stuff, though. So, like I said, good things could be happening. You have the High Priestess here. Definitely a very intuitive time. So if you're getting intuitive messages, I would pay attention. But going back to your dream message here, bringing life to some sort of dream, the High Priestess, she has no roof over her head, and she represents unlimited potential. So there's pretty much nothing that she cannot accomplish. She can accomplish great things if she sets her mind to it. So, I feel for a lot of you, this is about you, again, manifesting a dream here on Earth and needing to put the work in to do it with the High Priestess. I always say with the High Priestess to dream big and then multiply that by 1,000, and that is a dream, or even 10,000, and that is a dream that you should go for, is that like 1,000x goal. Because even if you don't get 1,000 times what you want, if you got 10 times what you wanted, that's better than what you originally wanted. So, I always tell people to like shoot for the stars with that card, right? You have the Death card. Death is about a transformation, and we do see a lot of transformation here. Tower, Ten of Swords, this card, the World even is a birth card. You have the Empress, which is a birth card as well. So, it seems to me like you could be experiencing a rebirth. Obviously, it would be a good thing coming up in the good stuff. You have the Magician. Magician is about needing to have a new beginning, and I feel like you are attracting, again, I feel he's pointing to the earth, so I feel you are manifesting or bringing life to a dream. I also always pull the card that he's pointing to, which we're going to say is this one right here. Are you kidding? You have one of my favorite cards in this deck, this Chameleon card. It says act as if. So this card is all about, obviously acting as if you already are the thing that you want. The Queen of Wands, on her like high vibration version of the Queen of Wands, she is a master of acting as if she already is the thing that she wants to be. So it's not about fake it till you make it. I don't believe in fake it till you make it anyway. To me, I think we should just be the thing we want to be. We can just choose to be that thing. And I feel that's what this card is saying. So there you go. Looks amazing. Let's see. With the High Priestess, another lizard as well. You have this Hermit card with the High Priestess. So again, both cards are very withdrawn. Even the High Priestess, there's a theory, we don't know, but there's a theory that her back is to the world. So she might need to express something or, do something in the world so that she can get recognition on what she is working on. With the Death card, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is being spoiled for choice, having a lot of options. I kind of feel like you are spoiled for choice at this time, so it would be a good time for you to, exercise your options. I think it would be a good time for you to, get out into the world and to see what is available for you. It's almost like, this is more saying that there's a lot of potential for you is what I'm getting, but sometimes I think we need to give ourselves, opportunities, right? And that's what I feel here, is that it's time to give yourself more opportunities. Like if you want love, but you're sitting home all day, obviously it's going to be really hard to have love, right? So if you go out in public, you're increasing the opportunities for you to run into a person and potentially fall in love, right? Obviously, I'm oversimplifying things here. Some Harvard scientist always leaves me a comment explaining how that's not true. Great, keep living on your couch. I don't care. But what I would say is, for the most part, if you give yourself more options, then you're going to increase your opportunity for success. With the Magician, you have the Eight of Swords. Again, showing up in the good stuff, so I feel that you are kind of getting out of being stuck. You are getting out of a stuck situation. So, very interesting reading. Like I said, I feel this is more about you kind of bringing life to some sort of dream. Yeah, you have this Resistance card. That I would say that's the only problem with this reading is maybe overthinking or, again, confusion or allowing a confusing situation to prevent you from bringing life to a dream. And I would say that avoiding resistance is exactly what I would do here. You have the Resourcefulness card. I do feel you are very resourceful. This is one of the first readings in a long-ass time, Libra, where you do not have the Queen of Pentacles. So, the Queen of Pentacles, you always get her. But here you go. You might as well, because you have the card of Resourcefulness. You have this Convention card. I feel you need to break free from convention. I'm not a big fan of conventional thinking right now for the next 20 years, right, with Pluto and Aquarius, basically. There's nothing wrong with doing what works, and I fully encourage people to always do what works, right? But what I would say is maybe, 20% of the time, or even just 10% of the time, if you have a business, a career, a relationship, if you do anything in your life, obviously this is not for the Harvard scientists that just sit on the couch all day and live on their couch. Stay on your couch. That's fine. You don't have to do anything new. But for everybody else, I would say 10% of the time, start experimenting. Try new things in life. Try new things in your business. Try to do something new. I think the people that do that, as simple as it sounds, 10, 20%, I think the people that do that will find a lot of success. We're in a time of evolution. So if you're just doing what you've always done, you're not evolving, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. So, it's just that simple. You have this Organization card. A lot of people have had these cards. There's a billion organization, order cards, and all these decks that I use. And everybody's had one of them. So, it might be a good time to get organized or to come up with a plan for abundance or something you want to create. You have this Negotiation card. This card's Jupiter in Libra. And I feel like you are kind of... I don't think there's anything about negotiation, by the way. I feel like you're just getting something that you've wanted, like a dream, or you're bringing life to a dream. That's the best way I could describe this reading. So there you go. Thank you for being here, Libra. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your month.